What's going on, YouTube? H-Stock here, going to talk about this story that's been going on involving Colin Kaepernick, where he was being interviewed by Good Morning America, and there was a part of the interview where he was talking about his parents and some of the racism he had to deal with in his upbringing.
Spreading a message of empowerment in his new graphic novel, Change the Game, written with author and University of Chicago professor Eve L. Ewing.
I love how you depict yourself in this book, not as some big shot hero, but as a shy, insecure high schooler like we all were. I mean, I'm speaking for you, but.
No, absolutely.
Growing up, I think still am a pretty introverted person. I hope it's true to form, and that's just kind of how I navigate the world.
It's his true high school coming-of-age story, his journey embracing his blackness, despite resistance from many, including his white adoptive parents.
I know my parents love me, but there were still very problematic things that I went through. I think it was important to show that, no, this can happen in your own home, and how we move forward collectively while addressing the racism that is being perpetuated.
He took cues from his icon, basketball star Allen Iverson, who he said wore his blackness like a suit of armor. And teenage Kaepernick wanted cornrows to match. He's getting what roles, his mom asked?
Oh, your hair's not professional. Oh, you look like a little thug.
Your mom said that to you.
Yeah. And those become spaces where it's like, okay, how do I navigate this situation now? But it also is informed why I have my hair long today.
The grown-up version of Eve wanted to go back in time and give young Colin a lot of hugs. And I was really moved and saddened by the level of kind of self-awareness that he had to develop at a very young age without a lot of guidance.
The former NFL quarterback who once led the 49ers to the Super Bowl,
touchdown, Colin Kaepernick,
was known in high school for his baseball. The pitcher even had major league interest, but he bucked public pressure and followed his heart to the gridiron.
There were a lot more black people in football that I was like, I found some community here.
Do you still want to play football professionally?
Absolutely. I woke up this morning before our events, trained 5-6 days a week. I'm still up at 4:30. I go get my training in. That passion is still there, and the ability is still there.
I would like to say, first and foremost, why isn't Kaepernick on a NFL team? It's been too long for him not to be on an NFL team. Like, there are teams right now, and before my Saints signed Derek Carr, we didn't have a quarterback, but here we are. I think he's still talented enough to be on an NFL team. It's just why the NFL is still blackballing him. Who knows? Maybe he could go to the XFL. I'm pretty sure they'd give him an opportunity if the NFL still has him blackballed. But after this, Colin, he was facing a bunch of backlash from people saying that he was an ungrateful POS. But my thing is, it's like, he acknowledged that his parents perpetuating racism by trying to say that, oh, you would look like a thug if you had cornrows. And that came from his own adoptive white mother. And people just act like that. That's just something that when a kid grows up, he's just supposed to ignore and not address when he gets older. It's no different than if a kid grew up in an abusive household that, oh, because his parents gave him this fantastic life, he's just supposed to ignore abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, and whatever the case may be, maybe even witnessing abuse, something that should be ignored. Or even to a higher degree, ignoring racism from parents. Like, that's something that should not be ignored, cannot be ignored from anybody. Like, it don't matter how good of a life you give a kid. If you do some fucked up shit, it needs to be addressed in the future. But I'm going to let y'all sign off in the comments. Tell me what you think. Till next time, it's been H-Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.